to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Washington football team and the Las Vegas Raiders. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The numbers in last week's game for Hooper: 7 catches, 71 yards.
And what we just saw there was exactly what they need against this defense. Big plays. They were able to pick up a first down on that one.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Number 28, the ball carrier.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 20 carries, 69 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
That's good for a Las Vegas.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Mahomes
3 yards the gain there, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller.
That's good.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
First and
11 yards there, first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory.
He's across midfield.
There to stop it was Darius Leonard.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 27-yard line.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation. That's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And to give this time to the tailback. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders Raiders having a first down as well. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. DK Metcalf. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And a touchback here as Walker will sit on this one.
At their own 25.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Here's 2nd and 8. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
2nd and 10.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spotted it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. 2nd drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. This one into the hands of Metcalf. He will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. DK Metcalf, 83 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And a touchback here as Walker will sit on this one. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory.
Complete to Kenny Galladay.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
The ball carrier.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And it'll be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They were able to defeat Houston last week. They lead things here as well as they try to make it 2 victories in a row. Now a handoff here to his running back.
Number 28, the ball.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 19-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Big hold to the 30. And all the way up to the 35-yard line. Now hold everything because Darren Waller, the tight end, appears to be injured on that play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Another carry for the running back.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Tackle made back at midfield.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. A Raider 1st down, 17 yards.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the 1st half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
At the 3-yard line. A 2-yard pickup.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And Washington now going to use the 1st of their 3 timeouts. It's just their 1st, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And his kick here is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
At their own 25.
The Washington offense set to take over. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
A 7-yard pickup. brings up second and 10.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Trey Hendrickson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Trey Hendrickson picks up his second sack of the afternoon. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable here for Davis. A very good return there. Give him an even 20. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. The Raiders trying on 4th down, but to no avail. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. That was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense,
defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Washington. Kenny Golladay as the first half is winding down. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 minutes. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. They find Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So we reach half. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but now it's 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's complete to his tight end, Seals-Jones. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going. I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him?
It's intercepted. The safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They start the drive with Connor. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll try and run forward with Connor. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
28, the ball carrier.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Mahomes now to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old man is a very, very fickle man.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headline. And a touchback here as Walker will sit on this one.
At their own 25 yards.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
It's a gain of 5.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
It's 3rd down and 5 yards to go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a 1st down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels. Got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy? And what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Taken in by his tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Washington.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Going for the deep ball.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it. Unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Quick slant as the throw's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now on 1st down, he'll drop the throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And 3 at the 19-yard line.
And as he throws, he lost the football. It's loose.
The pass. Fumble on the play.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Gain of 4 yards. And the Washington first down.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders have recovered.
A fumble on the play.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd down and 9.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Good.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now a handoff looking right. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw it here. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. DK Metcalf, 33 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Taken in the end zone. And a touchback here as Walker will sit on this one.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And it was their defense that really made the statement after